right, you ready?
Are you gonna ask me questions or?
Stay as still as you can. Yeah. Just pretend like the camera's not even there. Pretend like there's no light. All
Okay.
right. So, how many years were you in the program as a kiddo who was coming, playing around?
Well, it started out when I was 4. That was my first Project 61 when I was 4, and I was running around with the other little kids. So I've been a part of this church and the organization for about 11 or 12 years now.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
What were your favorite things to do back when you were a kiddo?
Well, one of the favoriteest things was the block parties they used to throw. It was fun because everybody would just come and hang out, and like we would dress up and it would just be fun. But also like the teachers and like what they teach.
Sure. What made you want to, come back as a teacher? I mean, you used to be the brat kid that they had to, track down. Now you're tracking them down.
Well, it's because like kids, I understand how they be feeling sometimes, and like they just want to be heard, and they just need somebody to talk to that's like around their age. So I just like being there for them because if you listen to them, they're really funny and they just do the weirdest things, but they're also cute and they want to learn as much as you do.
What are some of their favorite games to play?
Well,
maybe some of the ones that they haven't, played before and they get introduced to here.
They like playing the basketball games that we do on the court, and most of the girls like the cheerleading part. They enjoy that a lot.
What's kind of the best thing about this program, you think? What's
the
most beneficial?
That you have all these people here wanting to learn about God, and then you have all these people here that's teaching about God. But as a benefit of that, they're also learning something too. So it's like the student is becoming the teacher, and it's just really fun for everybody.
Sure. I know one of the goals in the beginning was to get kids into some of these sports so that maybe they would also then pay a little more attention to school, because if you don't do the schoolwork, you can't play sports. Is that something you've seen? I mean, were there some kids you grew up with, or or just kids you've worked with here where you've seen that firsthand?
Yes, like because they have a school here too. But like when we were younger, we all just wanted to just run free and stuff like that. But then when you actually sit down and you listen to them and stuff, they teach you a lot, and it makes you just want to go back and forth. And so they teach you discipline. Like they're like, if you don't do this, you can't play your sport, or you can't do that. So it's like really fun because I know like during school it's hard to pay attention and stuff, but you got to keep those grades up so you can play games and sports and have fun.
That's cool. And say your first and last name for me.
Sandra Larry.
Larry. Cool. Thank you so much. You started coming to this camp as a kid.
As a kid, it got to be like 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yes, sir.
What did you think of it then? What did you enjoy doing?
Doing sports. I love sports. Yeah, I really love sports.
Were there any that you had never played before that you were introduced to?
Baseball.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What was that like playing for the first time?
I love baseball now, bro. Yeah. Baseball is awesome.
Were you one of those guys who put the glove on the wrong hand?
Nah, I just got out there. Yeah, it was a great time.
All right. So how old are you now?
I'm 15.
15, and now you work with some of these little guys. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah.
Let me hold on. Tell me what you enjoy about working with some of these kids.
Well, they come from the same background as me, actually, and I can relate to them better now. And actually, like last night, I got saved, so that's gonna make it even better.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. So you were one of those little brats that they had to run around, track down.
Took them 6 years to get me, man.
Now you're running them down, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's the best thing about this camp?
Teaching about God. It's gonna have to shine in light. You're gonna have to break them. Like it's gonna be hard for them. Yeah, it's gonna take time.
Have you seen? It's been 4 years for you now. Have you seen some kids? Maybe because the idea in the beginning, from what I understand, is get kids interested in sports, loving sports. There's a better chance that they'll do their schoolwork. You can't play sports in school, unless you do the schoolwork. Have you seen some of those seeds being planted in kids who, now maybe are more likely to buckle down and do some of their schoolwork?
And learn about God more?
Yeah.
Not really. I can't tell you what they did
Only
at
been
school.
around 4.
Yeah. I can no.
Has it been a fun week for you?
Oh yes, sir.
What-
Definitely
what-
the
what-
best week of my life.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Last night was the best day.
That's awesome.
Ever.
Well, good for you, man.
Ooh, the highlight this week, chasing kids around, you know, just being in their lives, doing the right thing, showing that there's a better way than gang banging or like just getting into bad deals in life. You know, I grew up in the same situation as these kids. You know, my father died, and the church here took me into the family, really helped me out and kept me out of trouble. That's what I want to give back to the community, to the hood where I'm from.
That's cool. So, how many years would you say you came to this camp as a little guy?
I probably about 4 years. About 4 years before I started, like, if I got old enough to actually, like, start becoming like a team leader and stuff like that.
So, what was, your favorite thing to do when you were?
Football.
Yeah.
Football and soccer. Football and soccer.
Was it?
I was a fat boy back then too, so you know what I'm saying. I thought I was a running back, but everybody was like, "You a lineman," but I was like, "Nah, forget all that." And then one day I just dropped on my weight and became the running back that I knew I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you look good.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was gonna
Take one big step forward for me. There you go.
Put all the sweat on me. Man.
No, you're good. It doesn't show up. That's a camera thing.
Oh, okay.
So when you got started, do you remember the first week you came to this camp?
First
How
week,
many years ago that
man, we was in Comanche and it was hot. I was sweating chocolate milk everywhere. I mean, I thought I was gonna die. I was fat, I was chubby, and I don't think there was enough water for me to, you know what I'm saying? Like everything I put into me was coming straight out.
What made you want to go, or did you not want to go? How did you,
Oh, I wanted to go.
You
I wanted to go. I wanted to play sports. I wanted to play football. I thought we was gonna play football the whole time. I thought it was a football camp at first, but then we started playing baseball and soccer, and I was like, okay, this is a little too much. But then, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I was a bad kid too. I was one of the kids that ran off, you know what I'm saying, got all the water, you know what I'm saying, went to different sports when I wasn't supposed to. But then, like, a couple years later, I started like, okay, I gotta start doing what I'm supposed to do, because I kept getting in trouble with my dad, and my dad was like the dude. He didn't whoop you, man. He made you do push-ups in front of people and make you cry and stuff like that in front of people.
So you know just how to deal with the bad kids now.
Yeah, I know how to deal with them. They respect. If people say they respect me, I don't get much problem out of them now. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, they like me. I don't know. I don't think I'm that much to like, but for some reason, they like me. They like to come pull my hair, jump on my back. Like, they think I'm a cool guy, I guess. But
Do you have a favorite part about this week so far?
favorite part of this week? Oh man.
Favorite moment with the kiddos?
The kiddos. Yeah, when going through drills, like the look on their faces when they're doing the drills and they do it right, and they see me like going through the drills with them, and like for some reason it seems like when you got somebody going through the drill with them, they do it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they do it by themselves, they try to walk through it or something like that. But if I'm with them, they want to try to impress me. For some odd reason, they want to try to impress me and try to beat me out when they try to do the drill. So I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing. It puts a smile on my face.
What's your name, first and last?
Darius Andrews.
Okay, is it D-A-R-I-U-S?
D-A-R-I-U-S. One hole, baby.